Here we are at Baraboo, Wisconsin, home to the world-famous Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. And just up the road is the fabulous Wisconsin Dells, amusement parks and water slides. And we're here for the Steam and Gas Engine Meet 2012 edition. Here's an overview of what all that is there. This is huge. It goes on as far as the eye can see. There are tractors and flea markets and steam engines and steam operated everything. There's red and there's orange and there's green tractors. That's International Harvester, and orange is Alice Chalmers, and green, of course, is the famous John Deere. Over there beyond, you can see the parking lot. Hundreds and hundreds of people came. Here we are getting a tram ride from the parking lot into the event. Ours is drawn by a John Deere. There's an Alice Chalmers over there. Wow, this is a big deal. There, we can be in the movie. This thing has some kind of a unusual cooler on it. Looks like I don't know if it's an oil cooler or the water that they run down that across that screen. These are hit and miss engines. They only apply the spark plug when the RPMs get at a certain level, and then they get a chug of gas and explosion. This is a water pump being driven by a hit and miss engine. Here's a cream separator. Here's the famous Maytag engine. These were used to run washing machines out on the farm where there was no electricity. And want to go?
I just had it like a minute ago.
Yeah. Must have got flooded or something, huh? Here's an interesting feature. The exhaust is extended out outside the building. If you're in the basement or the kitchen, don't want the exhaust in the room with you. Here's non-feature tractor. There's a row of green and a row of red. Here are some kerosene tractors. I don't know much about those. Quite a few around. I guess in between steam and eventually the gasoline and diesel engines, they had kerosene engines. Okay, here's a Rumley steam engine. Advanced Rumley. It's running some kind of a industrial machine in here. Let's see if we can get inside and get a picture of that. I think it's a sawmill operation. Here it is. Big bandsaw. Here's an old-time chainsaw. As you can see, it's a two-man operation. It got the job done. This engine is making ice cream. All right. Here's a corn husker or a corn grinder. This is a beauty. There's the corn. Goes down here, kind of ground up. And they sift it to cornmeal and corn pieces. Well, that's all I have for our trip to Baraboo. I take you now to Eau Claire, where they had an event at Pioneer Park. Here's a case operating. One thing you had to be careful of in those days was a flash boiler explosion. If you went uphill, the water would tend to roll back and hit the firebox, and an instant explosion might occur. For that reason, they went to a vertical boiler on some. They look kind of awkward out there, but it's safer. Here's a case rolling around. They're rather slow moving, but powerful. You could put them up against a wall, and they would just keep pushing until something gave. The engine would never die. Oh, here they're threshing hay. Power takeoff. Threshing machine, huh? There's the chaff pile, and grain goes in the bag over there. Here's a two-cylinder Maytag. More power. Here's a guy that has a whole field of light engines, including the Briggs & Stratton over there. This green one in the foreground is one I used to work on in 1960. Here's the Maytag that was around in 1934, and then this two-cylinder version, the twin, is 1938. The Briggs I worked on is from 1955 on. Here's a guy that has a trailer load of stationary engines. He goes to all the shows. These are some real beauties. He's lovingly restored these right here in Fall Creek, right near Eau Claire. Look at the size of the belt drive on these beauties. These are really impressive engines. Let's end this video with a Fairbanks Morris, running nicely here, beautifully restored. We'll see what next year brings. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Bye now.